My story begins in 1958 when a boy only 17 years old led Brazil to their first World Cup win. To put that into perspective, that's like me, a 15-year-old in high school, going on to play against the best in the world like Messi or Ronaldo and beating them all in just a couple of years. Nobody believed in him because he played with the now famous Brazilian style called Ginga, but he stuck to it. This man is now regarded as the greatest of all time, Pelé. Even though at that young age, he was hated by the public, and when he was forced to play, he even threw up in the bathroom. But why does this matter? How does it relate to us? Well, you see, Pelé taught us a lesson important to all of us as people. Never stop believing in yourself. You can apply this to everyday life, from the big things or even the little things. Some examples are, well, this speech right now, big papers, or a big one for me, my school soccer tryouts. Those soccer tryouts were one of the hardest things in my life so far. I didn't even make it until the last day. But that last day, I never stopped believing in myself. I said to myself, you give everything you have, and they'll have to pick you. So, when they put us against the seniors, I ran my hardest to try and score every single time, but every time I got floored. But I got up over and over again, until the very end. The coach just walked up to me and said, we want you on this team, because every time you were hit down, you got back straight up. You never stopped. And if you're willing to do this in tryouts, we want to see what you're willing to do in our games. I later became the starting striker and won the Golden Boot for scoring the most goals, including one that proved my coaches what they were looking for. Finally, I want to finish with someone who inspires me to act this way, a man who was raised in the same city as Pelé, my uncle. But some of you know him by Marcos Pontes, the first Brazilian astronaut. When I went to NASA, I heard his story from a speech he gave there. This man spent almost spent his entire youth studying because he dreamed of going into space, even when the other kids made fun of him. He led the Brazilian Air Force as first in his class. And when NASA finally gave him his chance to go to space with training, NASA encountered problems. But that didn't stop him. He went over to Russia mid-training, and they said that they'll take him if he learned Russian and all the controls of the ship in 6 months. So he did. After this epic journey, Marcos finally lived his dream and was able to because he never stopped believing in himself. In conclusion, the one thing I want you to learn from this